Hello. Yeah, good evening. Is this audible? Yeah, okay. Well, okay then. It's in 3 sections. How long have I got, Stephen?
10-15 minutes.
Okay, I'll go quick. No, I'll go slow, but leave bits out. Yeah. The Western philosophy, they all relate to bits of Western philosophy, basically. So I'll start with that and skip through it as I feel. Light produces light, which produces fire, which except fire, nothing, except I knew nothing. The stars. I knew the stars. The stars. I knew the stars. The stars. I knew nothing. The stars. I knew nothing except. I knew nothing except fire. Nothing except fire. Which except fire. Which produces fire. Which produces light. Which produces light. Light produces light. It is comets. It is planets and comets. The planets and how from the heavens and how from the heavens. And of the spaces, of the immense spaces, traverses, the immense time it traverses, an instant of time, and hence in an instant, and how thence in the stars, and how sun and the stars, and in the stars, and is found in the, which is found, must be which light, must be of that light, of that. There's quite a few mentions of the moon in this, and this was NASA, I think got in my head, NASA dropped a Centaur rocket on the moon in 2009 and somehow it got into the poem. Compose, I might compose the moon. I might, by the moon, illuminations, by 200,000 illuminations, 200,000. The moon, and then the earth. And first the earth, or conversely first the earth, or conversely then the earth, and then the moon, and the moon, the moon, and the moon, the moon, and then the moon, and then the earth, and then the earth, or conversely then the earth, or conversely first the earth, or conversely first the earth, or conversely first the earth, and first the earth. And then the earth, and then the moon, and then the moon, the moon, and then the moon. I should have said all these sections. This is section 4. 1. High up, the high heaved up ocean, heaved boundless ocean, the ocean of the ocean depth, of the depth, even in the hand, even in a hand. Poets do as the poets do, regarding it in the ocean, regarding it in the ocean, sublimity in the sublimity. The land on the land, silt on this silt spreads, this tide spreads. The tide coasts, the many coasts, and many doubters, their doubters, sometimes in their land, sometimes in the land of the middle, in the deposit, in deposit. A mile, say a mile, this is say, and supposing this is a mountain, and supposing a mountain. If in the desert, growing to grow, salt what had to, and salt what had on the earth, and grass on the earth, to be grass. To be. Skipping forward, sorry. Section 7. Darker or darker, brighter or be brighter, it be whether it remains red, whether red remains red and red, smaller and greater or smaller, be greater, or it be whether it is what it remains, what e.g. a house remains, thus e.g. a house, thus. 2. Ad infinitum, etc., ad infinitum, yellow, etc., not yellow, or white, yellow, not white, or is either white, is either. Yeah. I'll do this bit, this bit has something to do with Hegel. I won't go into it. So on and so on. 2 and 7 and 2 of 7. And 1 of 8 and 1 of 8. And the sum of also, the sum, but also of 3. But the square of 3. Merely the square. Not merely 9. is not similarly, is of 2, similarly the double of 2, as much the double, just as much. 4 is just but 4, is with them but associated, with them the thoughts associated, and of the thoughts 3, and of 1 and 3, of 1 and unity of 4, and the unity we may view 4 as thoughts, thus we may view with definite thoughts, with definite numbers, of definite association. Of the association grows the more arbitrary, grows method, the more arbitrary. In this method, the every step, in this with every step, definite thoughts, with these definite thoughts, express them, to make them express numbers, to make them the mere numbers, in the mere nothing. In there is nothing, there is. Okay. Section 8. To be water, to be of water, depth of the words, the meaning of the words, the meaning of you. See the water, but you see of water but the depth of the depth. Skip a second. The middle in the middle, tree in the tree, of the image of the image. I see the tower, or I see the tower, or of the image, of the right, of the right. To the tree, of the image, of the image, of the image, of the image. I see the field I see. Do exist. Horse's legs do exist. And a horse's legs, arms and torso, and arms and torso, and head, and a man's head. But a man's doesn't exist. But a centaur doesn't exist. A centaur. Section 9 means what it means, not what it is not. No, that is this. No, that like this, just like. Arranged just there. Arranged leaves there. These leaves and these. Grass and this grass. Just this. Were just then. Were this then. Like this exactly. Like exactly. Okay. Section 10. A pond or a pond, not a wood or a meadow, not a wood, maybe a meadow, or is it maybe the ground? Is it the ground? The ground, is it the ground? The ground, is it maybe the ground? Or is it maybe a meadow? Or is it maybe a meadow, not a wood? Maybe a meadow, not a wood or a meadow, not a wood or a pond, not a wood or a pond or a pond. Does, the air does, into the air, thrown into as a stone, thrown upon it as a stone, down upon it, fall down as well, fall and may as well, the earth and may from the earth separate, from a body separate, is a body, the moon is, of the moon tonight, for the earth tonight, fall upon the earth, might fall upon the moon, might that the moon, possible that it is possible, it is. The moon is the moon. Is air the moon? The air is the sea. The air is the sea. The sea is. Sea is. The sea is. Sea is the sea. The sea is the sea. The air is the sea. The air is the sea. The air is the air. The air is the air. The moon, the air. The moon is air. The moon is the moon, is the moon, is the moon. Moon, the moon. Okay for the moment. Okay. I'll skip that bit. I'll do this bit. Section 12. These are darkness. These are twilight, darkness, quiet twilight, sick room quiet, in a sick room, or in a prison, in prison. These are darkness. These are darkness. These are darkness. These are twilight, darkness. These are twilight, darkness. These are twilight, darkness, quiet twilight, darkness, quiet twilight, darkness, quiet twilight, sick room quiet twilight, sick room quiet twilight, sick room quiet, in a sick room quiet, in a sick room quiet, in a sick room or in a sick room, or in a sick room, or in a prison, or in a prison, or in a prison, or prison, prison or prison, prison or prison. Nothing would be nothing, there would be nothing. No, that's wrong. So, nothing would be nothing, there would be flowers there, these flowers, these. Nothing would be nothing, nothing would be nothing, nothing would be. Nothing would be nothing, there would be nothing, there would be flowers, there would be flowers, there would be flowers there, these flowers there, these flowers there, these flowers, these flowers, these flowers, these. I'm going to read a few from the other two sections. Have you got time? Okay, I've got time. So I'm concentrating so close up because the light's so terrible, and I think I'm going to have to get glasses in my old age. Yeah. This one is a short one. It's called Grass. Green is green, grass is the grass. Grass, the grass is. The grass is green, grass is green, grass is green. Green is green, green is green, green is green. Grass is green, grass is green. The grass is the grass. The grass, the grass. Two more. Now this is called Lives of the Saints. It starts off with Brendan. To be a leaf, to be even a leaf, or even a branch, or hardly a branch. There was hardly that there. Was it that on it settled on? They settled. Had they so thickly, had birds, so thickly birds. From Cuthbert. Dying, we are dying. Waves, we are of waves. Fury of a fury is a sea, is the sea, and the raging and a gale. Raging is a gale. There is sky there, in the sky lower, in the clouds lower, with snow clouds bleak, with snow is bleak. The land is ourselves, the land ourselves. Ourselves, the land ourselves. Ourselves, the land is ourselves, the land is bleak. The land is bleak with snow, is bleak with snow. Clouds, bleak with snow clouds. Lower with snow clouds, lower in the clouds, lower in the sky, lower in the sky. There in the sky, there is sky, there is a gale, there is a gale raging, is a gale raging, and a gale raging, and the raging and the sea is the sea, is a sea, is a fury of a fury of waves, fury of waves. We are of waves, we are dying waves, we are dying, dying, we are dying. And finally Wilfred, who's quite short. Day turned into day, night turned into the night, of the darkness, and found the cell, and found the cell. And one more. It's a short one called Garden Warbler, and I'll do the last one. Notes, final notes, like final flute, like black-capped flute lacks black-capped brook, lacks a rippling brook. Like a rippling it sounds like, down it sounds, and down, up and up. Up and up, up and down it sounds, and down it sounds, like down it sounds, like a rippling it sounds, like a rippling brook. Like a rippling brook lacks a rippling brook, lacks black caps brook, lacks black caps flute, lacks black caps flute, like black caps flute, like final flute, like final notes, like final notes. Notes, final notes.